Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
BBC News Business.
May 30th. 11:20 America, New York. Fuel prices. Filling a diesel car now costs a record £100. Refueling a car with a 55-litre tank typically costs £100 and 42 pence for diesel, £95 for petrol, the AA says.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
May 30th. 11:03 America, New York. 20 books to read in your 20s. On April 10th, a Twitter account called Art of Life posted a list of 20 books to read in your 20s. This resulted in a trend in which many Twitter users, including me, gave our own lists of 20 books.
Global economy.
May 30th. 11 o'clock America, New York. Senior Fed official calls for higher rates that start to stunt U.S. economy. Christopher Waller brushes off concerns over sharp monetary tightening potentially hurting the labor market.
BBC News. Business.
May 30th. 10:40 America, New York. UK in talks to reopen giant gas storage facility for winter. The government is considering scenarios in case Russia's gas shipments to the EU are disrupted.
BBC News Business. May 30th. 10:40 America, New York. UK in talks to reopen giant gas storage facility for winter. The government is considering scenarios in case Russia's gas shipments to the EU are disrupted.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 30th. 10 o'clock America, New York. Should states adopt right to repair laws? Pros and cons. Advocates of the laws say manufacturers are protecting themselves. Opponents say the laws will hurt consumers. The two sides square off in a debate. Daily FX Market News.
May 30th. 10 o'clock America, New York. Brent crude oil price update. Tailwinds accrue for oil. Brent has breached a significant level as refinery spreads, a softer dollar, pending EU oil sanctions on Russia and the reopening of Shanghai elevates the commodity. Global economy.
May 30th. 9:38 America, New York. EU steps up effort to bring millions of tons of grain out of Ukraine. Russian blockade of ports forces search for alternative routes to supply countries relying on cereals from war-torn country.
Global economy.
May 30th. 9:21 America, New York. Oil breaches $120 a barrel as gasoline and diesel prices soar. Tight fuel supplies at key hubs and pickup in global demand are boosting crude prices.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 30th. 8:50 America, New York. Green capital scores against coal in Australia. Activist investors have forced AGL Energy, the nation's largest emitter of greenhouse gases, to abandon a plan to protect its coal power assets through a corporate split. Such dramas will become more common.
Daily FX Market News.
May 30th. 8:24 America, New York. Euro latest. USD nudges higher as German inflation continues to soar. German inflation rose at a faster than expected pace in May, preliminary data showed today, giving the euro a push higher.
BBC News Business.
May 30th. 8:04 America, New York. Half-term holiday plans in shreds as flights cancelled. Passengers are reporting being told at the flight gate that their trip has been cancelled.
BBC News. Business.
May 30th. 8:04 America, New York. Half-term holiday plans in shreds as flights cancelled. Passengers are reporting being told at the flight gate that their trip has been cancelled.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 30th. 8 o'clock America, New York. Shipping companies added capacity, but now containers are stuck in port. Ship operators have added millions of containers, but supply chain snarls persist as ports, rails and warehouses struggle to handle the volume.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 30th. 7:38 America, New York. China's slowdown poses credibility test for economic data. An economic slowdown leads some economists to question how closely the flow of official data will stick to economic reality as the rest of the year progresses.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 30th. 7 o'clock America, New York. Lumber prices slump with rising interest rates. Prices have fallen more than 50% since March, when the Fed began raising borrowing costs to slow inflation.
Daily FX Market News.
May 30th. 6:30 America, New York. British pound forecast. US dollar weakness supports GBP, USD recovery. GBP USD has rallied by nearly 5 big figures from its mid-May low as the US dollar fades lower on paired back rate hike expectations.
BBC News. Business.
May 30th, 5:33 America, New York. Budget pasta prices jump 50% as food staples rise. Data reveals prices of some everyday items rose by 15%, but the average increase is below inflation.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 30th, 5:30 America, New York. Market slide forces rookie traders to grow up fast. All traders have to live through their first stock meltdown, and the current one is a doozy.
New York Times Business.
May 30th, 5 o'clock America, New York. Hit hard by high energy costs, Hawaii looks to the sun. The state is seeking to replace coal and oil with solar energy, aiming to rely extensively on rooftop panels on single-family homes. Solar panels dotting a development near Hilo, Hawaii.
New York Times Business.
May 30th, 3 o'clock America, New York. These veterans started businesses inspired by their deployments. Some veterans have started businesses that draw from their experiences in Iraq and Afghanistan, and thrived.
New York Times Business.
May 30th, 3 o'clock America, New York. U.S. retakes top spot in supercomputer race. A massive machine in Tennessee has been deemed the world's speediest. Experts say 2 supercomputers in China may be faster, but the country didn't participate in the rankings.
Marginal revolution.
May 30th, 2:45 America, New York. Making shootings more salient makes gun laws weaker. There have been dozens of high-profile mass shootings in recent decades. This paper presents 3 main findings about the impact of mass shootings on gun policy.
Marginal revolution. May 30th, 0:30 America, New York. A new take on defund the police. There is less to the idea than meets the eye. Do not forget the counties. This paper finds that disbanding police departments leads to fewer police-related deaths, fewer reported crimes, and lower law enforcement expenditures.
Armstrong Economics.
May 30th, 0:03 America, New York. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you, veterans and service members. Thank you to the brave men and women who have fought and continue to fight for our freedom. The post Happy Memorial Day, thank you, veterans and service members, first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
Armstrong Economics. May 30th, 0:01 America, New York. The endless propaganda behind the dollar. Question. Marty, the gold propaganda is increasing dramatically. They are now claiming there are 5 signs that say the dollar will collapse any day now. Warning sign number 1. Russia sanctions prove dollar reserves aren't really money.